if my pen could talk, you wouldn't hear what the walls would say if they could talk and had half a chance to. No, you wouldn't hear about backflips or 69s or me hiding underneath a bed with a dog named Cody. Don't ask. No, you wouldn't hear those stories, but ooh-wee, you'd hear some doozies. I mean, if my pen could talk, it would probably tell you the truth about every relationship I've had the last 16 years. It would give you facts and figures and liters and gallons of how much ink I use every time you come and how much more I use each time you go. And if my pen could talk, it would probably encourage me to write all the son of a bitch. I'm starting this pen over too. I have to go to text for this. I don't have it off paper yet. And I, of course, have too many poems in this book to find it real quick. If my pen could talk. Really? How could I not know that one? See, this is what I look like when I'm practicing in my cell all the time. When I hit the stage, I'm usually better because if there's an audience here, I couldn't stop like this and do this. So here we go. If my pen could talk, it would remind me of all the letters I should have written, finished, or even just started. Okay. Now see, there's this formula on how you figure out what the mascot is of your relationship. And as a guy, that's important because we have mascots for everything. I mean, if you think about it, our football teams, our baseball teams, our beer, our cigarettes, even our porno magazines all have mascots. I mean, you've seen the little bunny with the 2 ears, right? It's a mascot. So how do you figure out what the mascot is for your relationship? Well, the formula is this, and I didn't design it, I'm just using it. You take all the pictures of you and your girl, or guy, I'm not judging, and you lay them all out so you can see them. But you don't look at the two of you, you look at the background, and you look to find out what object shows up more than is statistically realistic. Now this isn't a piece, this is me introing you to the piece, so just relax, pay attention, keep going with me. And whatever that object is, I mean, it could be a Bible, a bong, a video game, or a vibrator. It doesn't matter. Whatever that object is that shows up all the time, that is the mascot to your relationship. So I applied this to my life, and I've been in prison for 16 years, and I realized there's only one thing that's a mascot to any relationship that I've had, and that's this, my pen, because all my relationships take place through it. So I wrote this piece, which is If My Pen Could Talk. If my pen could talk, you wouldn't hear what the walls would say if they could talk and had half a chance to. I mean, you wouldn't hear about backflips and 69s or me hiding underneath a bed with a dog named Cody. Don't ask. You wouldn't hear those stories, but ooh-wee, you'd hear some doozies. Because if my pen could talk, it would probably give you the truth about all the relationship I've had the last 16 years or so. It would give you facts and figures and liters and gallons of how much ink I use every time you come and how much more I use each time you go. And if my pen could talk, it would remind me of all the letters I should have written, started, or even just finished. It would encourage me to express, to say, to just let you know in some way what my pen knows better than anyone else, which is this. My heart, it might be broken, and my soul may be shattered, but it'll only take one little word from you, one single hello, and like none of that would matter. And if my pen could talk, it would probably recite without hesitation, and probably word for word, by which I mean verbatim, every other woman I've written and every other fantasy I've sated. But you and I, we know there's been more than you. There's been a couple, okay, look, there's been a couple dozen few, but you know, as well as that good snitching ass pen does, that it's always been you. In this place where others have visited and left destroyed like rock stars at a hotel room, it's only been you. And if my pen could talk, you know what? I bet it'd be a lot like me. It wouldn't know when to shut up. It would never run out of ink or energy. And if my pen, you know, this thing, ever came face to face with your pen, it would probably ask in that accusatory tone that only ink pens have. Why don't you write as much as you used to? And then it would confess underneath its breath, because I miss you as much as he do. If only this pen could talk. Thank you. Well, there's two pieces that got out of there. Do something with them. Hopefully they made sense. I hate not having an audience because I don't really get to do the real me. But I just know you guys are going to see this and like it or not. Please share it with everybody we know, especially Braden. Apparently he has a thing for my stuff. And In the next couple of months, maybe I'll sit down and do something more. And enjoy the belly. Oh, it's just not even there. We're not going to put that on film. You won't see that part. Like right now. Yeah, I'm back. We cut a bunch of stuff out. It was stupid. You wouldn't have liked it. All right. Holla.